What's up, YouTube? It's your boy James back with another banger. And today we're going to take a look at a Randy Moss Mitchell Ness jersey. So this Randy Moss jersey that I have here in hand is part of the Mitchell Ness Legacy line. With the start of the NFL season, Mitchell Ness dropped this product line on us, and it includes many Hall of Famers, and these are just straight throwback jerseys. Now the Mitchell Ness Legacy jerseys retail for $150. And it has a lot of features that an authentic jersey would have, as far as a polyester body and sewn numbers and lettering. This 1998 throwback Randy Moss jersey is what he wore during his rookie season for the Minnesota Vikings, where he set the world on fire, became the best receiver in the game, and shattered all the rookie receiving records. Those statistics that Randy Moss put up in 1998 is still the measuring stick for how we grade receivers who come into the NFL today. And his rookie season was the start of what would later become an end in Canton, Ohio, when he was enshrined in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So what we're going to do in today's video is we're going to do a detailed review. I'm going to hit you with an unbody. And if you're interested in any of these jerseys from the Mitchell Ness Legacy line, hopefully this review can help you. If this is your first time visiting the channel, my name is James and I do reviews on sneakers, gear, and sports related items. If you guys could do that thing that I like and destroy that like button for me, I would really appreciate it greatly. And if you're new to the channel or haven't yet already subscribed, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I drop a video and you don't miss any content. So as most of you know who are familiar with me and my channel, I'm a huge Steeler fan. But what you guys probably don't know is that Randy Moss is my favorite NFL player of all time. In 1998, that was the first year that I did fantasy football. And I had no idea what I was doing. I was a really young kid, and I was doing fantasy football for the first time with people a whole lot older than me that were in their 30s. And even as a kid, I was a big football fan. But when I did my draft that year, I ended up with Randy Moss. I had no idea who he was. We used to buy these magazines for fantasy football, and in the magazines, this was before like the internet and fantasy football was as huge as it was. But in these books, it would kind of tell you like a draft order and, how to go down and draft your team and stuff like that, and overall rankings. So based upon this book that I bought, I drafted Randy Moss. And if my memory serves me right, I think I took him in the second round. So because this was my first fantasy year, I made it a point to watch as many football games as I could. And if you're familiar with Randy Moss and the highlights, especially from his rookie season, he set the world on fire. He was making acrobatic catches, batting the ball to himself, in between three defenders and stuff like that, just doing unhuman-like things. And up until that point, I had never seen a wide receiver strike fear into the hearts of other teams, especially on the defensive side, because he was so fast, he pretty much caught everything that was thrown to him. And it didn't even have to be perfectly thrown to him. If you threw it anywhere near him, he was 6'4" and he had hops and he could catch anything. So with that skill set, he set the NFL ablaze and he continued to have a great amount of success for the remainder of his career, for the most part. So at this time, Mitchell Ness is actually sold out of this Randy Moss Legacy jersey. But keep an eye out on restocks if you're interested in it. They were sold out before when I tried to buy it, and then they restocked and I was able to get this one. So just keep an eye out for that. So without further delay, here's the Randy Moss Mitchell Ness Minnesota Vikings 1998 rookie year Legacy jersey. Yo, this thing is straight fire. This brings back a lot of memories and a lot of nostalgia. I actually had a lick 'em and stick 'em. I believe Puma made them back in the late 90s, the NFL jerseys, with the screen printed graphics, but of course I washed it and the jersey pretty much faded away. But man, this thing is so nice. So far I'm really digging it, man. Like the colorway is nice. You got your throwback Minnesota Vikings, purple, white, and gold colors. So now let's take an up close look at this Randy Moss jersey. Alright, so here we have our first up close look at this Randy Moss jersey. So starting at the top, you have your white Mitchell Ness tag. And then below that, you're going to have your size tag, which is a size 44 large. And then here in the middle of your neckliner, you're going to have your NFL shield that is stitched into the jersey. And then you have your tags. You got your NFL Mitchell Ness Throwbacks tag. And then here you got your Mitchell Ness tag. And you got your retail price tag of $150. On the right shoulder here, you got the 4 that is stitched into the jersey. And then on your sleeve, you have your Minnesota Vikings logo that is stitched all the way around. And that's actually pretty smooth, and it feels really nice. And then here, you got your, at the bottom of the sleeve, you have your white and gold outline. And that feels like it's screen printed and then stitched into the jersey. On the other side of the jersey, you have your 8 that's stitched. Then you have your Vikings logo again that's stitched, and that's screen printed. Bottom of the sleeve. Now I think that's the only thing that's screen printed on this whole jersey. Now in the middle of the jersey, you're going to have your number 84. And that is perfectly stitched. Very nice quality on this. Now on the bottom left hand side of the jersey, you're going to have your Mitchell Ness jock tag that has your NFL shield, says throwbacks, and this says 1998 Randy Moss. And then on the side there's a little tag that says NFL Legacy. Now inside the jersey, here's your tag, and this jersey is made from 100% polyester, and it was made in Vietnam. And now we come to the back of the jersey. So here below your neckliner, you're going to have that moss that is stitched. And I don't see a single flaw in that. And here's a shot of just how the shoulders, the sleeves, and the back nameplate look like together. Then you come to the middle of the jersey and you have that number 84 again with that gold outline that is stitched with the white 84. And I'll give you guys an up close look at the stitching on this thing. Really well done for $150, man. This is pretty nice. So far I really do like this jersey. And even though this is a cheaper item in the Mitchell Ness product line, the quality is still really high on this. But let me throw this thing on and show you what it looks like on body. So here's some valuable information for you guys. If you sign up with your email address to mitchellness.com, they will actually send you a 15% off discount code. And you can actually use that on these legacy jerseys. So you could take a $150 jersey and get it to like around like $127, $130-ish. So just keep that in mind if you want to save a couple of bucks. So as far as this jersey goes, I really do like it. As far as the quality goes, it's really high for a cheaper model. I mean, you know, you do get the stitched lettering, you get the stitched numbering and stuff like that. And this is definitely a very nice jersey for that price point. If there's one thing that I don't like about this jersey is that the neckline right here sticks up a little bit. I wish it was more flat. It's not a huge deal, not a deal breaker or anything like that, but I do wish it was more, you know, flat on the neckline back here. I would recommend going true to size. If you normally buy large in t-shirts or jerseys or something like that, get a large. If you're an extra large, etc., get your true size in this jersey. Please drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this jersey that I picked up, and have you yourself got anything from the Mitchell Ness Legacy product line? I'd like to thank you all for rocking out with me and watching the video. Before you bounce out, if you could do that thing I like and destroy that like button if you haven't already, I would really appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel or haven't yet already subscribed, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I drop a video on sneakers, gear, or sports related items. And until next video, peace.